Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. The death of Steve Jobs caused people to worry about Apple's future. However, under the leadership of Tim Cook, Apple achieved a double harvest in market value and revenue, becoming the most valuable technology company in the world. So, what unique abilities does Cook use to lead Apple to the top? As a successful businessman, Cook has successfully pushed Apple on the road to success with his excellent marketing and supply chain integration capabilities. Marketing has always been one of Apple's strengths. Cook's keen insight into market needs and unique marketing strategies have helped Apple stand out in the fierce competition. The unique design, innovative technology, and brand image of Apple products are all Cook's outstanding performances in marketing. Through global advertising, product launches, and social media marketing, Cook has successfully built Apple into a trendy brand pursued by consumers around the world. In addition, Cook's ability to integrate the supply chain is also one of the important factors in Apple's success. In the field of smartphones, Apple's supply chain plays a vital role in the development of the entire industry chain. The efficient operation of Apple's supply chain and its strict requirements for suppliers make manufacturers that can enter Apple's supply chain generally considered to be excellent in all aspects, far superior to other manufacturers. Therefore, for Chinese manufacturers, being able to enter Apple's supply chain is a privilege, but being kicked out of the supply chain means facing huge challenges. Supply chain dependence of Chinese manufacturers and opportunities for Huawei's return. The issue of Chinese manufacturers' dependence on Apple's supply chain has long been a hot topic. CCTV has repeatedly called on Chinese manufacturers to change their Apple dependence, hoping that they can reduce their dependence on Apple's supply chain and make breakthroughs in technological innovation and supply chain integration. However, against the background of Huawei's strong return, a Chinese manufacturer that had been kicked out of Apple's supply chain and was even on the verge of bankruptcy publicly stated that its current orders are full. This news has attracted attention and heated discussion in the industry. The Chinese manufacturer recently stated that it has participated in the supply of all camera modules for Huawei Mate 60 series mobile phones, including front cameras, rear cameras, etc. Their factory has expanded its workforce by thousands and added several production lines. It can be seen that Huawei's strong return has brought new vitality to this manufacturer. Huawei's Mate 60 series is expected to have shipped 15 million units, and next year's shipments are expected to reach 40 million units. This means that Chinese manufacturers have the opportunity to obtain orders worth tens of billions through OEM Huawei mobile phones. This not only reflects the strong sales momentum of Huawei mobile phones, but also puts a certain squeeze on the sales of Apple mobile phones. Take Foxconn as an example. It had previously taken the initiative to terminate cooperation with Huawei, but now it regrets it and has visited Huawei many times. There is news that Foxconn hopes to resume manufacturing mobile phones for Huawei. The large number of orders brought by Huawei's strong return has also gradually reduced the number of orders that Foxconn, Apple's core foundry, can obtain. Huawei's return not only brings order opportunities to Chinese manufacturers, but also prompts them to accelerate technological innovation and production capacity improvement. For example, the foundry Gertech accelerated production after the large-scale shipment of Huawei Mate 60 series. Employee salaries were increased, and 3 shifts were implemented within the factory. This is exactly what China's manufacturing industry must experience in the process of transforming into a strong one. Embracing Huawei's thighs, Chinese manufacturers are ushering in a new life. The release of Huawei's Mate 60 series not only marks Huawei's strong return, but also means a new starting point for domestic manufacturers that cooperate with Huawei. Taking OFILM as an example, the manufacturer stated in an interview with the media that orders are currently full. As the supplier of all camera modules for Huawei's Mate 60 series, OFILM's factory in Nanchang has expanded its employment by thousands of people and added multiple production lines. It can be said that after obtaining orders from Huawei, OFILM has begun to regain its strength and gradually return to its peak scale. However, OFILM is not the only Chinese manufacturer that has been kicked out of Apple's supply chain. There are many manufacturers that have been affected in this process. OFILM, which had previously cooperated with Huawei, was included in the entity list by the United States. Not only did its sales decline sharply, but it was even on the verge of bankruptcy. OFILM's turnover plummeted not only due to the loss of orders from Apple, but also because after being kicked out of the supply chain, many manufacturers believed that OFILM's business level was problematic and were unwilling to continue cooperation. Therefore, for Chinese manufacturers, being kicked out of Apple's supply chain has a great impact on their current situation. In short, Cook has successfully brought Apple to the status of the world's most valuable technology company with his excellent marketing and supply chain integration capabilities. At the same time, Huawei's strong return has brought new opportunities to Chinese manufacturers, which have found new life in orders for Huawei mobile phones. The transformation and upgrading of China's manufacturing industry must rely on technological innovation and supply chain integration to avoid situations like being kicked out of the supply chain, which affects many aspects.